What's good? It's Chigozy. It is Saturday, November 23rd, 2019. Charmaine Hurst has brought to our attention some ritual featuring Julia Roberts. She was suggested to play Harriet Tubman, says Harriet Ryder. This is from Variety. If you're not aware, Variety is federal government propaganda, racial division, etc. From the Catholic Church, the Freemasons, the Zionist Jews, other high-ranking secret societies. Julia Roberts was suggested to play Harriet Tubman, Harriet, screenwriter said. So the first thing I did, and I'm sure Charmaine did, and anyone looking at this would do, is just say, okay, Harriet Tubman, Julia Roberts, they're being paralleled. Let's see if there's any gematria overlap. This is all I looked at so far, so we'll just do what I saw. Tubman, Harriet, and then Harriet Tubman, Julia Roberts. But even Tubman and Harriet, and you just do Roberts, Julia, you can already see some stuff. Julia equals 37 and 17 like Tubman. So if you're new to this channel, this is gematria, the practice of coding numbers behind words. For example, A is the first letter, B is the second, C is the third. You just do that. You get 71 when you add those for Tubman. K is the 11th letter, right? So 1 plus 1 is 2. So K becomes 2. L is a 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. You're just doing that in a full reduction. And then you can reverse the alphabetical order where A is 26, Z is 1, and then also do the full reduction to each digit and get these values. That's all we're doing here. That's all the federal government did here, which is a one world order. You see what they did. Tubman 17, 37 like Julia. Roberts 47 like Harriet. So we get gematria overlap with their names. And there's plenty more. I'm just doing this kind of bare bones really quickly. But you already saw that. Julia Roberts, Harriet Tubman. And for all the people, especially the black people that look up to these people, these are actors for the federal government. They're participating in theatrical performances for the gang. So stop thinking that Harriet Tubman is the best, person ever. She just did her job for the New World Order. Harriet Tubman and Julia Roberts both equal 84. Again, we're reversing the alphabetical order, applying numerology. They both equal 84, like Jesuit. The Jesuit order equals 201. She's an actor for the Jesuit order. Of course, Harriet Tubman equals 60, like nigger. Nigger equals 60 in the English ordinal. But here's the takeaway. If you're new to this channel, if you want to leave this video early because you got shit to do on a Saturday, leave. Perfect. You see right here. I'm not being facetious, seriously. This is all you need to see. They're giving you propaganda about Julia Roberts, suggested to play Harriet Tubman. Think about it. Of all the white actresses, because it has to be a white actress to make this racially divisive propaganda, there's so many white actresses out there. There's literally thousands of them. And of all the out of well over 1,000, and even if you want to take the very popular ones, out of what, even just 1,000 of those, 100 of those, we get Julia Roberts, and it equals the same thing as Harriet Tubman. I'm just trying to over-explain this so you can't call it coincidence. Just think about it. What are the odds? And then also their individual names match too. So that's really the main point. After that, everything else is just bonus. That's why I emphasize these things so hard at the beginning, because now when we carry on and look at other stuff, then you'll see. So, Julia Roberts. I want to see how many days from her birthday this all happened. Look for more racist numbers. Masonry 84. Zionism 84. Jesuit 84. So, when did this happen? Cynthia Erivo has received widespread acclaim for her portrayal as Harriet Tubman in Cassie Lemon's biopic Harriet. But according to the screenwriter Gregory Allen Howard, Julia Roberts, yes, that's Julia Roberts, was once suggested by a studio executive to play the role. So, this looks like November 19th, 2019. That's when they're publishing this. And unlike CNN, they just leave the publish time. They don't keep updating it and changing it. 3-minute 58-second video. Freemasonry 58. So let's look at this. November 17th. We're going to read the rest of Charmaine's comment too after this. Not November 17th, November 19th, excuse me. November 19th. Julia Roberts born October 28th. So from her 52nd birthday, November 19th. And first off, before we do that, let's look at the date numerology of November 19th. Date with a life lesson number 42. You see what I'm saying? Remember this date? This is the day we said we're going to have racist days. And Zach Hubbard, in one of his videos, even said it's the ultimate 42 date. And he also was talking about this. Because, again, there was 42 days remaining. They with a life lesson number 42, nigger 42, Jackie Robinson wore number 42, Moses Walker plays for 42 games, Martin equals 42, and the sitcom that lived in apartment number 42. So many more examples. LeBron James equals 42, born December 30th. 12 plus 30 is 42. Tiger Woods, Tyrese Gibson, also born that day. So on a date with a life lesson number 42 with 42 days remaining, that's when this comes out. See what I'm saying? Again, nigger 60, 42, Harriet Tubman equals 60. Why do you think her name equals 60? She's an actor, or again, birthed accordingly, named accordingly, doing this against her will, or something. I don't know. I wasn't, of course, wasn't alive then, but clearly an asset for the Freemasons. 22 days, Negro 22. And it's perfect. They synced up with the word Negro, because that's what Harriet Tubman was. I mean, back then, especially, that's what all they used to call them. So they're using, Negro, slave. Slave doesn't equal 22, but Negro, 22. 22 days from Julia Roberts' birthday. She wants to play a Negro. She was expected to play a Negro. Oh, we do get the slave. Slave 31. Perfect. I mean, it could not be any better. Slave 31, 3 weeks and 1 day from Julia Roberts' birthday. Do you see how this is concocted propaganda from Hollywood? Slave 31, Negro 22. And then this is the same cipher that Harriet Tubman and Julia Roberts both equal 84. Slave, Negro, from her birthday. Unbelievable. And of course, Negro 32. It's a span of 3 weeks and 2 days. So we get 22, 32, 31, the main numbers. And then this happens on the date with 42. Life lesson number 42 days remaining. And date with 30 numerology. Of course, nigger 30, Jesuit 30. Race War 69. Exactly. I said it's going to be race war propaganda that day. And there was. This is it. Charmaine just brought to our attention. Which is perfect because, we'll call it these riddles. But, it's sometimes hard to see every last piece of propaganda. And just listen to what she says. A complete joke and mocking people of color. And it reads blackface just in the days of the minstrel shows, pretending and mocking black people and making them seem to be dumb and ignorant and stupid, simple-minded. Hollywood is so evil, and the director, Gregory Howard, is an idiot and is told what to do, and this explains it exactly. And again, anyone new here, I didn't bring this up, I didn't see this riddle, Charmaine saw it, someone independent of me sees the riddle, sees what they're doing, and you see how they're doing this. I cannot believe this. 3 weeks, 1 day from her birthday, 22 days. On a date with 42 days remaining, 42 life lesson number. This is disgusting. This gang loves shaming black people, putting these types of divisive propaganda stories out. It completely proves it. Now I want to see Gregory Howard's birthday. Come on, I hope this is him. Screenwriter. Gregory Allen Howard. Born 62, see, no birthday. Well, screw it. That's just less to look at. We can look at Harriet Tubman's date of death. And we can look at Julia Roberts' birth numerology, too. We have to look at Julia Roberts' birth numerology because that's important. So what they do is they theme these people's things by their birth numerology, too. And you want to kind of flesh that out. October 28th, 1967. She's just an actor for the gang. 105, Masonry 105, Zionism 105, Slave 31. See how she wanted to play a slave? Well, she didn't want to. When I say that, they suggested her to play. So excuse me for that, but they suggested her to play a slave. She's born on the 301st day of the year, Slave 31. 3 weeks, 1 day from her birthday. See? Also, death, killing, murder 38. Kill 64. She could die early. Civil rights equals 64. Barack Hussein Obama 64. Death 97, murder 34. I mean, she does not have good numbers. Assassin 61. race 18, 61 is the 18th prime. So you see how, again, your life, your life, this is just so funny. Your life path number, your life lesson number is all about what? The challenges you'll be facing in life. That's one of the components of your life lesson number. That's why it's so important. It dictates the challenges you'll be facing. Look at the challenge she is facing. See how they're doing it? It's the challenge she is facing in her life. What is a race-based piece of propaganda? Race equals 18. 61 is the 18th prime. She's born today with a life lesson number 61. Participating in this type of propaganda. That's exactly why I said look at their birth numerology. It gives you more information into what they're doing. Harriet Tubman, born again, it's not even a real name, so she's given this name by the federal government. Unbelievable. Araminta Ross. I mean, her name's not even Harriet Tubman. That should just prove everything. And look, her real name, yeah, we get one. That's the closest we get is this 176 and the 86. And look what we have to do. Afro 68, so we have to do the reflection. And then this is not even 76, but Negro 76 in the same cipher. That's the closest we get. Maybe with the S exception, we'll see. I'm just trying to emphasize, 67, but sacrifice 67. But you see what I'm saying? Her real name, but then we type in her fake name given to her by the government, by this one world order mind control scheme, Harriet Tubman. Of course, her first name equals 47, 60. Like nigger. I mean, this is what I'm saying. To show you that you can't get anything out of anything. They made sure to put the number for nigger in her fake name because her birth name didn't fucking have it. I mean, come on. We're doing a A-B comparison and you still want to call it coincidence? I mean, come on. Her last name, Ross, 7137. Not much there. Look at her name. Maybe her first name's probably 42 or something. Oh, no, Negro 32. They did it here. It's the closest they did. Negro 32. Of course, Freemasonry 59. Or excuse me, yeah, it is. But Freemasonry 139, 58. I mean, guys, even though this is her real name, I'm sure she was still birthed accordingly. She was born, what, in 1822. Negro 22. Dying March 10th, 3/1. You see that? Another 31. And 103. She's a race-based actor. Race equals 27 used in alphabetical order. 103 is the 27 prime, dead 10/3. And that's what? 3/10 she dies. Remember, Julia Roberts born the 301st day of the year, 3 weeks, 1 day from her birthday. She's in this Harriet Tubman ritual, and slave equals 31. Again, why is this so simple to see? Because this is clearly a race-based ritual from the federal government. Born or died March 10th, 1913. I mean, come on. Slave 31. With a life lesson number of 27. Race 27, 18. See what I'm saying? 69th day of the year. Race war 69. Now on a date with 69 numerology, there's this Harriet Tubman ritual, see? Unbelievable. And I gotta say, Black Man 51. We have that number too. Oh, 49. Her real name equals 49. Araminta Ross 49. Like Scottish. But Race War 69 is 69th day of the year she dies by the numbers. I want to see what Underground Railroad equals. Of course, Underground equals 60. That's what I called the Underground Railroad. It was obviously wasn't fully underground, if at all. Underground equals 60 like nigger, like Harriet Tubman. 57 like black man. It's just that pattern they use. Jews 57. They're supposedly the original Jews. Well, because the current ones definitely aren't. They're the false ones, as told in Revelation 3:9. Underground Railroad equals 102, like nigger, see? Underground Railroad 102, like nigger. Who's giving you these themes? This one world order. Underground Railroad, see, type that in. Underground Railroad was a network of secret routes and safe houses established in the United States during the early to mid 19th century and used by enslaved, again, slave equals 31, African Americans to escape. Oh, African American equals 71, like her name, her real name, Araminta 71, to escape into free states and Canada. See, so it's a network used by enslaved African Americans to escape slavery. The scheme was assisted by abolitionists and others sympathetic to the causes of escapees. And remember, there's one abolitionist, I forgot his name, but he was born in 59, slave 59. I think it's like 1859. It's in one of my videos. But you just type in Harriet Tubman. See, they talk her all about her here. See? Of course, in 1870, they have the photo, 187, Society of Jesus 187. See? Harriet Tubman, an escaped slave woman. You have to understand, not everyone watches my channel is from America. They don't all understand the American history that is shoved down our throats in the bullshit schools. And, good for you. You didn't go to the bullshit school system here teaching you these false tales from the federal government. So, allow me to enlighten you on the type of shit they're teaching us here. And now you say it's all by the numbers. Yes, you go to school, you learn this coded crap. Harriet Beecher Stowe, another actor for the Freemasons, doing what she's told to do by the numbers. Uncle Tom's Cabin, that's a government book from a government actor. She was also murdered by the numbers. African American 71, dying 7/1, see? Using the same pattern in all these people. Also 1811, as we know, that's the 280th prime. That's when she was born. There could be something with that. Dies July 1st. We're not going to even look at her, because that's how I make this video super long. We can see what Uncle Tom's Cabin equals, just to know, just for documentation purposes. Or Araminta wasn't 71, but Ross 71, Ross 71. That's her real name. But I want to do Harriet Beecher Stowe's book, Uncle Tom's Cabin. It's a government novel. It is divisive propaganda. Uncle Tom's Cabin, 52. 83, 227 to 49 prime. 151 to 36 prime. Jesus Christ with those numbers. Notice how Uncle Tom's Cabin equals 52. It came out in 1852. So I'll let you know that. Uncle Tom's Cabin 52. Coming out in 1852. It is by the numbers. It is from this gang. Race 18, 61 to 18 prime. It's an anti-slavery novel. But guys, it's written and sponsored by the slave owners, the guys who ran the slave trade, the Zionists, the Freemasons, the Catholic Church. Helped lay the groundwork for the Civil War. No, it didn't. You see what I'm saying? The Civil War, which began on what? The 102nd day of the year? Again, remember Underground Railroad equals 102? The Civil War began April 12th. April 12th is the 102nd day of the year. See what I'm saying? Slavery equals 102. That's even more fitting than nigger, because Underground Railroad is all about slavery. Slavery 102, Underground Railroad equals 102. Don't forget slavery equals 42 as well. So you see what they're doing. Slavery 102, Underground Railroad 102, Uncle Tom's Cabin is about slavery, Uncle Tom's Cabin 52, coming out in 1952, Government 52. It's from the same gang who runs the slave, and then they're lying to you, saying that it helped lay the groundwork for the Civil War. No, it didn't. How? How can it help lay the groundwork for a war beginning and ending by the numbers, all for an agenda? It makes no fucking sense. And see how they quoted it here. 193, the 44th prime, black people 44, African American 44, Obama, the 44th president, selected 44 years from the Civil Rights Act of 1964, because he's an actor for the federal government. Civil rights equals 64. Civil War equals 43. Like Harriet, like Masonic. It's a big 43 number as well. That's why Illinois is a big part of it and all that type of shit. But we'll leave it there. 119, 97. I mean, these numbers were with Harriet Tubman. Oh, but not her. See? Civil War 97, 43, Reflection of 34, Civil Rights 64. This is Julia Roberts' birth numerology. I mean, just going back to that. So, 20-minute video, but it's jam-packed of information, these examples, showing you what exactly this gang is doing. Thanks again, Charmaine. Please keep leaving the comments and the information. We really appreciate it. So, what does this prove again? Vanity Fair is a bunch of Masonic propaganda. It is coded. It is concocted. We've seen it just now. And guess what? Their next piece of propaganda is going to be the same. If you want homework, just click on their logo, go to their front page. You get all sorts of propaganda by the numbers. And this is all celebrity stuff. I forgot. Variety is all about celebrities and entertainment. Guys, that means this is super easy. Because you have all these actors, you can do things from their birthday. Frozen is from the federal government. Look at this eye right here. Big Brother. They put Big Brother in quotes and put this all-seeing eye. Federal government, one world order, propaganda, and distraction. This is more so the distraction. But you see this Michael Jackson movie. This is from his birthday. See how many days from his birthday, and the day he died, and really easy stuff to do. It's by the numbers. Not hard to see. Quoting Batman. They love using referencing Batman. So 21 Bridges, Jesuit 21, Saturn 21 is the same. Chadwick Boseman, an agent for the gang. All these people are. It is not hard to see. Katie Holmes looks to shed West Coast home. I'm sure these people buy and sell their houses by the numbers, are instructed to do it by their employers. These people do not have control over their lives. Head of Netflix Films, head of distracting all these sleeping masses, giving them all their bullshit propaganda through Netflix, which is a propaganda software application. It streams propaganda, coded as fuck. Forensic Files, in my opinion, the most coded thing on Netflix. It's my opinion because it's all super coded, but Forensic Files, holy shit. Peace.